80 to 90. In every defensive category, we were number one.
Yeah.
Now, no defense has ever done that in a decade.
And you see what happened. That's when Philadelphia started its growth defensively with Reggie White and all the rest of those guys when Buddy Ryan got over there.
Well, you see it now. They all do it now. Pittsburgh, the number one defense in the league, they bring everybody.
Yeah.
They don't give the quarterback time to make a play. They're the offense. They're offensive and making the offense defensive and blocking them and having to defend against them. And that wins.
Yeah, you're not, as a defense, you believe in not being reactive. You believe in forcing it.
But anyway, he's talking about not for he with tears in his eye. Never saw the old staff sergeant from Korea cry. I don't care what happens, or after this game, you'll always be my heroes. I knew he was gone. He walked out of me, and I stood up out of my chair, and one of those hotel chairs, threw it in the blackboard, and it stuck like a movie effect. The whole room erupted, and Hampton clubbed the projector because it's before videotape. Broke the projector, and no more film to watch. Meeting's over, so we went up to our room and ate cookies and drank milk, right? Yeah. Bourbon Street, that closed.
Boy, Nagler had minus
we were all
3 yards total off.
We were all good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was an epic beatdown. Epic beatdown, and that's
that game was over before it started. No question about it.
Let me ask you some insight on your former teammate. He's out there in San Francisco right now. Mike Singletary is doing a great job. And here's a team now that looks like they're on the map. We saw him. Yeah, he pulled his pants down to motivate his team.
A Baptist from Waco dropping his pants. What are they teaching in that church?
Never gonna live that one down.
Oh no. I called him the next day. I said, "Boy, you're the talk of the town now."
but give us some insight on his personality. We all know him as a player, but even as a man, he motivated a guy like Vernon Maxwell. He had some problems with him. He sent the guy off to the locker room. Now he's a captain.
Vernon Davis.
Pardon me. Vernon Davis, exactly. Tell me, just give me some insight on his personality, Mike Singletary. He's doing a good job with the 49ers.
He's one of the few guys I've ever met in my life that is truly about his convictions. You understand what I'm saying? Most men stray a little bit from time to time. That's a sin every mortal man's born with. But he doesn't listen to that voice.
Wow.
And he's a serious individual. It's hard to get him to joke and smile.
Wow.
I could do it. But in the locker room, and that's another thing about all what's going on with all these teams. Take care of your business in the locker room.
Very true.
They're in front of the camera. I know it's not good for you guys.
Yeah.
But take care of your business in the locker room, because when you're like T.O. in front of the camera saying, "Oh, I did my job," that's cancer in the locker room, and you ain't gonna have a team no more.
The team, Steve McMichael, joining us here on AM 1300 The Zone. He's doing some very worthy work too. You'll see him tomorrow out at DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. He is being honored at the end of the first quarter, I think.
Well, they called me and they said it's going to be before the game now.
Oh, it's before the game.
Yeah.
Pre-game. Okay. So.
Yeah, they just called me, so your letter's not wrong.
There you go. Yeah. So you want to be sure to get there early, so you get a chance to stand up and show your appreciation for a Southwest Conference Defensive Player of the Year, a 2-time All-American, 3-time All-Southwest Conference. It's amazing. Those were some good days.
1980 Hula Bowl champion, one of the best weeks of my life.
Really? You enjoyed the Hula Bowl?
My goodness.
Well, you were the MVP of that Hula Bowl.
Yes.
Huh? What are the memories?
Myself and Billy Sims.
He got shortchanged that day. The year before they had the guy for MVP.
Yeah,
tell about those shortchanged.
MVP to those college all-star games, the keys to a car.
Really?
Yeah, they hand me they call it a wooden monkey pod bowl that you keep fruit in.
Shortchanged.
I guess it's all right. A free trip to Hawaii.
Yeah, to Hawaii. There you go. Now, how much do you get a chance to get back around to Austin very much? I know I guess you split residency between Chicago and place on the coast.
I have 2 sisters. They still live here and work in Austin.
Oh, okay. So we'll watch what we say.
Yeah, they're gonna fill me in.
I think they're still asleep.
I fell in love with Austin when I came here. Can I get serious with you guys?
Sure, please.
I don't talk about it much. When I was 19 years old, and I was playing tight end, and Tim Campbell got hurt, and they moved me to defensive end, and I started my first Longhorn game at Texas Tech in Lubbock. That's the night my father was killed.
Oh, man.
I got home and had to deal with that. And if they let me say something to the crowd, I'm going to tell you guys what I'm going to say right now. You know, I might have been raised a South Texas country boy from Freer, Texas, but here at the University of Texas where I came to be a man.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
And I mean, you can't cut a bit better commercial for the University of Texas than that for people. Oh, that's where I want my boy to grow up.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Steve McMichael's going to be honored tomorrow, and you're doing a lot of work also with the Texans for Stem Cell Research. I don't know, David, if you want.
Yeah, this is my man right here.
Okay, we'll let David fill us in on the details there.
Well, let me cut in front of him right here and just tell everybody, I don't care who's out there that thinks this is controversial and not for it. If something happens to somebody in your family that you love, you'll be for it tomorrow.
Yeah.
I started Texans for Stem Cell after my daddy, Larry Bales. A lot of you guys probably know him. We ran Schultz Beer Garden for a long time. He was a state rep. He always fought for the underdog. And
he wrote the ethics bill of Texas.
Him and Jim Maddox wrote the state ethics bill in 1973. And I started Texans for Stem Cell Research in his honor. And what we want to do is just educate everybody on all the possibilities of stem cell research. And, you know, people talk about, you know, embryonic. Well, embryonic, there's 400,000 embryos sitting in vitro fertilization clinics right now. Why would you not use those for research if you had a chance? We believe if you give the researchers enough funding, you don't have to destroy an embryo. It's called induced pluripotent, which is your skin. There's so many possibilities. I lost my daddy at 53 years old to heart disease and diabetes, and I don't want to see anybody else lose their daddy at a young age.
And look, let's get everybody out of the dark age thinking here. They don't. All they need now is for women to donate their placenta and umbilical cord after a live birth, and that's what they're experimenting with now. So,
is there a David? Is there a website or something where people can go get some more information?
Yes, we would love for you guys to come. It's www.txstemcell.org. We spent a whole lot of time at the Capitol this year, just educating the legislators on all the possibilities. You know, there's also an economic impact too. You know, the state of Texas has always been a leader in medical research. You look at Dr. DeBakey down in Houston. Why would we not continue to do that? And so, you know,
we've had a charity golf tournament here in town over at Butler Pitch and Putt for the last couple of years, and one big reason was to finance this little Olympian girl named Ricky Kilgore. Now, she was paralyzed in a wheelchair. She's been going over to Europe to get this stem cell. I saw her get up out of her chair and walk.
And that's another big thing, guys, is we have to protect our citizens, because a lot of people are going to Costa Rica and China, and it's called